Hello, everyone. Just checking. Welcome to today's live stream. I hope I haven't missed some of you because of the time changes in the UK. But this is where I have started going live with messages from the Akashic Records to support as many people as I can. I'm getting called to be more of service and to support many more people. So thank you, welcome. Happy to see you here. Yeah, let's begin. I'm just going to connect into the Akashic Records. Once I've given the message that comes through, for those of you that are watching live, please type in your names and I will give you a message. I connect into your soul's blueprint by connecting into your name. And this is usually why I ask for a name. It just helps with accuracy. And sometimes the YouTube handles don't actually give us a name. So let me just connect in with that. Okay. So let's connect in. Give me 2 seconds. Let's see what the message is for today. So as soon as I connect into the records, there is mostly a feeling that today's session will be primarily based around career and what we do for a living. And we would like to tell you that times are absolutely changing, and the last few years have brought in this understanding of a work-life balance and an understanding that we can work from anywhere. It has also shown that there is a lot of burnout. There is a lot of a misalignment or a imbalance in working hard. Playing hard is what you say there, but there is the third element that is missing in that statement, which is resting hard. So that is the trinity that we are recommending that you bring into balance. Now, sometimes we understand that it can't, perhaps you've created the paradigm where, sometimes you're working hard, more than resting or playing, but it's trying to find that balance somewhere in what you are doing, because remember that we are going through an ascension process. And as we expand and we become more conscious, the vibrational frequencies of our bodies start to shift. As the more healing we do, the more light we are able to anchor. And the more conscious we become, the more we release from the everyday hamster wheel that we generally have been conditioned to, or the idea that we have been accustomed to, in that it's a work, where we're living to work instead of working to live, or finding that happy paradigm. So most of you are finding this expansion, this ability to leap forward, or should we say, you're gaining the courage to jump and do what expands your soul. Now, many paradigms are shifting in the way that we live and the way that we do business, the way that we do life, in a sense of what does it mean to be conscious of what we are doing. And we start to release the thought processes of things like competition and lack, and we start to look at the aspect of collaboration and abundance in everything that we do. And prosperity doesn't necessarily mean only money, although we are fixated on that. However, yes, we do understand that the bills still need to get paid and the roof still needs to be placed over the head. But there is a misalignment in the belief system of what you have to do in order to be able to do that. Now, one can, and in this life, we've started realizing that one can merely have a YouTube channel and be completely successful, or one that would think about playing games all day. How would that ever be able to put a roof over somebody's head? But it does these days. So take the leap, because anything is possible. If you follow your excitement, if you follow your dreams, all these things will start to align. Now, it becomes quite fearful sometimes in actually stepping into that space of unknown. And a lot of the times we end up staying in this kind of like slave mindset because we cannot see beyond the owners that own us, the slave drivers, and it's become almost kind of like a safety mechanism, because rather the devil we know than the devil we don't know, where all we are saying is take that leap, because you already know where you're at and nothing's going to change. It's going only could perhaps only get worse. So making that change for yourself, although scary, can be very, very empowering in many, many ways, because we are here for such a short time. And this is a planet of huge learning and advancements if we choose. Now, knowing that we live in different timelines, constantly you might be standing next to somebody who lives in a completely different paradigm that you do, based on their thoughts, their processes, their emotions, and how they respond to life. You might be somebody that is quite positive and knows that everything's working for you, standing next to somebody that thinks that everything bad happens to them all the time, which they are right, because they are the ones that create that. Absolutely. And we do not judge that, because perhaps that's what they want to experience. All we are saying is that if you want to shift timelines, shift your thought processes, shift your emotions, shift your actions, and live that version of yourself that you envision. And as you step into your day, think about what is the highest potential version of you. How would they walk? How would they talk? How would they respond? What would they do during the day? And usually when we're living in our highest potential, we are living in an expanded form where everything is in the flow. And the reason it is expanded is because joy and excitement are vibrational frequencies of expansion, as is love. So when we are completely in love with ourselves and completely in love with our lives, completely in love with the days that come, we wake up excited to face the day, life gets into the flow, and synchronicities start to happen, and things start to be attracted to you that you desire. Whereas when we're in this flow of things that we don't desire and we focus on those, we worry, we sit in that space, we will continue to draw things to us as well. The aspect of worrying is actually so harmful that we ask you to drop it. Sometimes use it as if it were kind of like a meditation, where perhaps the thought of worry may come in, acknowledge it, but let it pass through the mind. Do not give it any more energy than it needs to, because those thought processes that are moving through our minds, as soon as you give energy to them, they start to create that timeline that we find ourselves in that very thing that we are worried about. And this is also For all of you that worry about other people, this is the energy that you are sending to these people that we love so much, which can be quite crippling. So see them as happy, healthy, joyous, and free, living their lives that they're meant to live, instead of sending them worrying for them, because you're actually delaying their progress and you're not supporting them in any shape or form by sending in worry. The same as if you worry about your life, these are, the paradigms that you start to create for yourself, because our thoughts are energy. Not only do they affect our body, but they start to create the environment around us. And the more we fixate on that, the more energy we give that to that situation, the more we create it. So we're asking you to really look deep inside and to feel the fear and do it anyway, to step up, to step into your highest potential, because you are uniquely you. And this is why you are here in this world, not to live somebody else's dream, but to live your own, because you are a very important piece in the collective. And to be anything but you would be doing a disservice to not only yourself, but to all of us. So we ask you to authentically be you, authentically be joy, authentically choose happiness every day, choose expansion, and follow your highest excitement. This is why you are here, is to get to know who you are in this world. And if you've experienced a hard life, and many of us have, because Earth is the planet of hard knocks, and that's okay. Because you've experienced it, ask to experience something else. You've already learned that. You've already experienced it. You do not need to learn it anymore. Step in, change your thought processes, change your belief systems, change your emotions and your actions to meet and align with your highest potential. Thank you. I hope that general message was helpful for all of you. I have a few messages from the past that I have a list here that we can go through. And of course, I will also if you would like some messages, please put your name in the comments and I will connect to you. So I see here Willow. Hi, Willow. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so you have asked for a question or a message about your current connection with eagle feather riding stables. One moment, let me connect into that. So as I connect into this frequency of the eagle feather riding stables, when I feel a sense of peace, when I'm connected to it, in that sense now, I think this is a beautiful space. In it, perhaps you have lived with either the people or on the place before in a past life that I am seeing it, that is connected to that. But perhaps you might be able to be of service in supporting any of the horses or the people on the stables. But follow your dream. And they're saying, if this has come up for you, connect into it, see it, meet the people there. Perhaps your beautiful healing services could be, if they're open to that, to support. But it also feels like a space of a big learning as well in with regards to relationships and people. So yeah, I have a really good energy feeling from this space, and I feel that things are opening up for you. I hope that is supportive. Okay, Erin, welcome, welcome. Let's connect in and connect into your records. So, Erin, as soon as I connect into your records, I feel pressure in my head and in my heart. So, what I'm seeing is it's almost kind of like there's a little bit of grief that's going on in the chest that's in there. And it's almost kind of like it feels like it's kind of like blocking your third eye. So, it's not giving you the clarity that you need. But it could also be that there is a space of you that is in an expansive space that is. Really your intuition is starting to kind of like flow and starting to come in. So it's needing to release this block. Erin, I'm just going to do a quick clearing for you and a quick healing just to open up your chakras and align them very quickly to see if we can release this so that you can actually have a little bit of clarity in what you're wanting to do. And it's just a quick block here. Let's just see if we can release this quickly within your energy field. Okay. Okay, so let's just connect in again just to see if there's any shift. You two are also going through the spiritual expansion. You have many ideas that you have coming out. At the moment, and we're asking you to either come in and focus in your thoughts on what you would want to create. And if you have various options that are open to you, it's choosing the one that makes you most excited about. That way you know what is in alignment for you as well. And sometimes you are fixated on the how. They're asking you to release the how, leave that up, know which direction it is that you want to go into, and then allow the opportunities to show up or create those opportunities for you to respond to it. And very soon you'll start to see the flow in life. Let go of how it needs to happen, because that will delay the the event from actually happening. But you are in an expansive phase, and there's quite a bit of change that is coming in for you. So let go of the fear, let go of the sides. It's like sitting in a water park where you're holding onto the sides. Your life is changing at the moment. Go with the flow. Um, the more you surrender to the changes and act upon the opportunities that show up, the less painful it will be, is what they're saying. So I hope that that is helpful for you, Erin. Stephen, connecting into your records, I did have you on my list, so it's nice to see you, Stephen. Thanks for joining in. Let's connect in. See you, Stephen. Okay, so Stephen, as soon as I connect into your records, I feel it in my jaw, this bottom jaw. Usually that means that there's a few things that are coming in for you for this. One, you are shifting your maternal lineage patterns, or mending them. There's a lot of love that needs to be sent out to this lineage. It's important. The other thing is as well is you carry your stress in your jaw sometimes. Because our jaws tend to take on the extra weight when we're lifting, when we're doing weightlifting. So there's a little bit extra that you've been taking on, and you tend to say, put it into your jaw. The other thing that is coming through is this is also throat chakra related for you as well. So sometimes when the throat chakra is blocked, I tend to feel it in my throat, but this is further up here, and this is you starting to speak, to express your truth. And that's perhaps where that lineage of yours is coming in, where perhaps the communication either wasn't there or it wasn't the greatest. You are now learning to start to communicate and speak your truth, because the things that you have experienced, you're now getting into the space that you can start to share your experiences and how you've moved through them, because that will certainly help those around you. The other thing is that's coming in is that Release the fear of speaking your truth, because even if you just reach that one person, that person needed those wise words that you had to share, and there was a sense of belonging. And what you're creating right now is a sense of belonging to community. So you're drawing in various communities that are coming in together for creating a healing space, and people are feeling very alone. And there is a space of you bringing community together, whether it's in circle for healing, but this is coming to start now, whether it's physical or it's online. They are encouraging you to share, which I know you have been, but this is to continuously move forward, because you're here to support many others, and your passion and your purpose is greater than your fears if you choose. So please go ahead and do more lives and start supporting more people and share your knowledge and your wisdom with as many people as you can. Thank you. I hope that was helpful. Okay. Hi, Keatings, a message for your mom. Okay, let's connect into that. One moment. Your mom is moving through a time where she is realizing that absolutely, yes, she needs to take care of herself, but she's also realizing that she's not an island, that she needs support from many people, and that many people are here to support her. Whereas she sometimes is fixated with who can support her and who she wants to support her. So she's going through an expanded phase to see that support is everywhere for her if she chooses to open that. And in a way, she's being forced to allow that to happen because there are other people that are ready to support her in what she needs, but she needs to also start doing this work for herself. And that is important as she moves through this critical phase in her life. She is very much moving with the paradigms of old thought processes that have kept herself safe, with actually expanding into new ones. And sometimes she does get quite fixated on what things need to look like and how they need to happen. And this experience that's coming to her, she's had to completely surrender and allow not only the people that she normally waits to support her, but to allow others to support her. And for the people that usually tend to support her, they're also realizing that they also have other supports that they can rely on, that is not just themselves or just the ways that is being presented. So releasing the how and trusting in God and trusting in Creator, trusting in the universal manager, that things will unfold as they need to, because everything is opening up as it needs to, and everything is at the right time that is opening up. And things have opened up and they will go through the flow. Now is the time to change the thought patterns, the belief systems, as we were saying earlier, because if those do not change, we will be repeating the same patterns over and over again, opportunities to learn the same lesson over and over again. But this has been a big pinnacle change in her life. I wish her well, and I hope that every hand that moves with her is a healing hand. Thank you. I hope that was supportive. Okay, Jennifer, um, your connection with your current job at, okay, let's connect into that. So Jennifer, as soon as I connect into your job, as you connecting into this industry, Your brain is absolutely beautiful, but what happens is that you also have a very spiritual side to you, and you're starting to see the vibrational frequencies, not only in the people, but in the substances. And being there in this company right now is opening you up to seeing a lot of things, giving you other perspectives that you weren't aware of in the past. And it's almost kind of like, there's a sense of naivety that you've gone in with that is opening up. And your naivety is beautiful because it reflects an aspect of the sacredness of your soul. And what is this is coming up for you in your connection is that you're not only there to support the people, but to change the way things are done, or to be that little spark that starts to change the way the pharmaceutical industry works. And it's important to be guided, connect into your heart space. I know you're very much in this thinking pattern, but it's a time to align your head and your heart, because when you align your head and your heart together, you're being led by your soul. But nothing happens by accident. Everything is always on purpose. What are you there to learn? What are there to experience? And it's a big, or has been a great opening for you in learning. Now, when it comes to making the changes, there's a lot of the structures that are going to be shifting. And sometimes they will not be in alignment with your values. And you will be looking at a different way of doing things. Now, if I connect into a past lifetime, alchemy has always been something that is in alignment with you. So you have an opportunity to breathe in to the space, a higher potential frequency into this company. And they are, if I feel into them, they could be open to doing things in a different way, and they will actually have to, otherwise they won't be able to be in alignment with where humanity is going. The pharmaceutical industry is also being changed right now, not only medicine, and education and finances. The healthcare system is revolutionizing as well. And you are one of the people that are here to support those changes, however you choose to do that, whether it's with this company or eventually by yourself. I hope that was helpful. And I think that's it. Jennifer, thank you so much for asking that. Thank you, Dr. TM. Love you too. If you could give me your name, if that's the message that you would like, I would be able to give you a message a little bit better. Or Liz just saying, thank you so much. I feel so much love and support. They're beautiful. Yeah, I actually felt quite calm, Willow, when I connected into that ranch. It was absolutely beautiful. Dr. TM, let me just see. If you could please give me at least just your first name, that would be great. Then I can connect into your records a little bit better. Okay, medical. There we go. I've just gotten you. Give me 2 seconds. So as I connect into your records, Dr. TM, there is this energy, there's a spark of light. And I don't know if you're generally quite happy, or if you're needing to allow this energy to come out. But as you connect into this, there's very much, people feel very safe when they're around you. The energy that you expand, people love being in your energy. And it's important because you too are going through a change at the moment. As the industry changes, there seems to be a resistance to some things, and there's boundaries that need to be put up, in a sense of what is in alignment with you and your values and what is not. And it's getting to a stage where many people are starting to exemplify this. And this becomes quite important, because what is happening is, as a leader, whether you're already in this position or stepping into this position, I do definitely see that timeline. It's you're needing to make the shifts that bring in balance to your mind, to your soul, and to your body. And it's looking after all of these. Again, like the message at the beginning said, work hard, play hard, rest hard is important. And you're a leader and you're leading by example. You're actually giving permission for those around you to be able to live in that way that is in alignment with them. So there is a big calling for you to really, really step into alignment with what is you, what is in your heart, what is in your mind, as long as they are aligned. And just because you're wanting to do things differently, it doesn't mean that they are wrong. It just means you're shifting out of that paradigm. So step into that. And it's okay if you're upset people. It's okay to step in and start to speak your truth, because those that are in alignment with you will start to be attracted by you, and those that aren't will start to fall away. And this is okay. That is exactly what you want. So continue to shine your light, continue to be the love and compassion that you are, because that is one of your unique gifts of many. So step into that completely and start to share that knowledge and wisdom and that happiness that you are within. Okay, I hope that is supportive for you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Where was I? Okay, Erin, that was helpful. Okay, let me just see here. James, let's connect into you. I don't want to miss you, James. James Roger, this is for you. Mm. Connecting into your energy always makes me smile. Um, there is a bit of a sadness that I'm feeling in your heart at the moment. And there's very much a maternal energy that's coming in, or a feminine energy that is coming in. And I don't know if I'm mistaking the sadness, but it with pride, like this absolute pride of who you are in this world, and the healing that you have done for the maternal lineage. And this is supportive not only of your sister, but of your mom that's coming in. And I feel that this is an ancestor. And all I can see her is she's just come to imprint love. And I'm just seeing her holding your face and just kind of like, and she's crying, but she's not crying out of sadness. I mistook that huge emotion. She's crying out of pride. And she's crying and she's telling you that to go ahead, to move on. She's telling you you're not alone. And I almost see her putting her forehead on your forehead. And she's telling you that you are divine, you're an aspect of creator, that nothing can stop you. You are in a space where you are expansive, where nothing can stop you. So don't let anything stop you. It's okay. Take one step at a time, little by little, you'll get there. But you are supported by your ancestors, and you are a beautiful soul, and you have created beautiful souls, and you have changed the generations of the future. And it's no pressure, it's just who you are in this world. Just be. Thank you, James. Thank you for letting me experience that energy of love. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Aaron, James. Okay. Jeremy. Okay. Jeremy, so you'd like a message as well, hopefully about Callista or things working out with somebody else. Okay. So, Jeremy, there's so much love that is there that needs to be given, but you hold back on the love that you give for others. And sometimes when we're holding back on the love that we give for others, others hold back on the love that they give us as well. So, this relationship that you're in right now is a relationship where you are really learning how to communicate with each other. And not only that, it's also come to you at the time where you are given the opportunity to love even deeper, to love even further, if that is in alignment. Of course, I'm not in anybody else's records but your own, but you're learning to love yourself. You're learning to see yourself from other perspectives, because all these people, not only your partners, but your friends, they're all reflections of you in one way or another. And they come to us at a time when it's needed, that lesson that we draw towards us, whether it is to love or to allow ourselves to be loved. There is certain a resistance that I feel in being completely open and completely expansive and completely trusting. Now, absolutely, there are circumstances then, that perhaps hinder this, but what they're asking for you to do is to be completely in love with yourself. And if you were to create a list of things, 10 things perhaps that you think you'd want in your ideal partner, look at those things and see if those values are within yourself, because these things, it's almost like a beautiful list that we create. And when we start to see and expand on the things that we're wanting to create within ourselves, we will start to attract that within from others and from our environment. I mean, the changes really come from inside more than anything. You have such a big heart to expand, and you're very charismatic, and it's important to really have that within yourself for yourself as well, in order to be able to support others. And but at the moment, communication, you're learning to communicate not from your mind but from your heart, and sometimes things don't make sense, but you are a beautiful soul attracting other beautiful souls that are a reflection of you. And one thing that they're saying, those things that you admire within your partners, you admire them because they are within you as well. So have a look at that within self. Um, yeah, the journey of love really starts from within. I hope that that was supportive for you. Okay. Let me just make sure that I'm trying to get as many people as I can. Lisa Martin, I'd like to know more about a recent encounter I had with nature. This dragonfly guided me to the Himalayas, and I wondered if there was more I was supposed to notice. Okay. Hmm. So connecting into your records, Lisa, this is a gift of yours that has been activated. You've always had this gift, but now it's really, really starting to expand, where you're connecting to the animal spirit world. And absolutely, I can see it was a magical, almost out of this world experiences that you've had recently. And your ability to talk to these animals is absolutely beautiful. You notice the things that you were ready to notice. Those that you didn't might come to you later, but perhaps you weren't ready for those, and they will surface when you are ready. So absolutely, you are being guided. That was one of your ancestors that was guiding you. Changes, dragonflies to me sometimes mean changes, or that the rain is coming as well, which means that there is a clearing that is happening in order for those changes to come along. So there's going to be a change that is coming in for you. But so beautiful, this new gift that has expanded for you in connecting not only to the spirit animals, but to the energies of the fourth dimension, which are the fairies, the dragons, the goblins, and really connecting in as you move through this phase of really, really, really connecting into Mother Earth, to Gaia, and really starting to Remember the knowledge and wisdom that you carry from you and your ancestors of working with nature to receive your spiritual expansion. Oh, this is such an expanded feeling. Beautiful, Lisa. Absolutely carry on. Connect into, if you're being guided to the Himalayas, absolutely move through that. You're in the flow. Spirit is guiding you to where you need to be. And that is of utmost importance. So listen, what a beautiful connection you have with spirit and the animals of nature. Thank you so much for showing up today. And thank you for that experience. Okay, so Stephen said, thank you. Yeah, that worked. Okay, thank you. Makes sense from Jennifer. Okay, Alana. Okay, let's connect in to you as well. Okay, so as soon as I connect into your records, Alana, I'm getting this feeling of just saying stop. Like everything just needs to stop. And there is a space of really going into a very, very quiet, like unplugging from absolutely everything and anyone and just sitting in that moment of nothingness. And it's almost like going into the void. It's almost like, when a seed is planted into the ground, into that darkness where we're being completely just ourselves, where we are being planted, where we are being seeded. And once you're in the space of nothingness, ask yourself, how do you want to emerge from the nothingness? And they're also giving me the analogy of the butterfly. You're in that cocoon phase where there is so much potential in between no longer and no more, and stepping into creating the structure of the butterfly that is to emerge. But you need that quiet time to build, to look at, what is it that you really want to do? And there's an aspect of simplifying your work, simplifying your offerings, simplifying your life in order to allow that space to bring in the joy, because it is becoming stressful for you because you're applying old paradigms of what I must do, I need to do, I must work like this time to this time, and we're looking at from that space of forcing things to happen. Whereas if you go into that quietness and really, really focus on how is it that you want to emerge, look at what is it that you enjoy doing. What is it? What parts of the services that you offer that you enjoy the most? And focus in on those. It's okay letting go of those that aren't in alignment, but focus in on that excites you the most. Let go of the noise and decide how is it that you want to emerge? What is the life you're wanting to create once you surface? From this, what does it look like? How does Alana breathe, think, smell, dress, walk? What does she do? In a space where you are completely in love with your life once more. Take the time to go within because you need to be planted, you need to be seeded, and that will support you in how you emerge, and it will lower the stress levels as well. I hope that was supportive for you. Okay, let's connect into you, Gypsy 717. Let's connect into that. The reason I'm smiling is that as I connect into your records, I just feel this, it's almost like a calm joy that you're in at the moment, or you're wanting to create this. And I don't know if you choose happy every morning when you wake up. And they're asking you, a practice that I do that they're reminding me is I usually ask myself every morning, I wonder what magic and miracles will show up for me today. And be open to seeing the magic and miracles that will show up, because these are the magical and miracles that you already are. What I am feeling as well is that as you start moving through this time in your life, the opportunities are starting to show for you. And it's about responding to them and being in their awareness. Um, and we do that when we are in that space of happiness and joy, which you are in. So they're asking you to sit in that space of receiving, because I'm feeling that there are going to be some changes for you that are coming along, and it's going to start picking up the momentum of where you're wanting to go and what you're wanting to do as well. So take that time and go with the flow, choose happiness. And I don't feel that you very much stick and hold on to things at all. Although we've always got something that we can let go of, but step into your happy. Absolutely. Continue. And I just feel this, like this laughter. Laughter is your best therapy. And the energy that you expand to others um, creates that, activates that within themselves. So share yourself with the world when you can. But yeah, absolutely. Follow your dreams. There's nothing stopping you at all. Just be open to receiving. And I can just see these things plugging in as soon as you continue to go. It's these opportunities. As one opportunity comes, the next one will, it's almost like you're in the flow of life. So enjoy and continue to do that and follow that to its nth degree. So thank you very much. I hope that that was helpful for you as well. Um, you are the record. Okay. Thank you, Sun Master. Jeremy, okay, thank you very much. Definitely helped a lot. I'm glad it supported you as well. Okay, that negative bot, I'll have to work with that a little bit later. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, I will work through that. Okay, Lisa Martin, thank you so much, Laura. What you said resonated deeply. Brilliant. Jasmine Celeste. Yes, Jasmine, I have you on my list. I was just moving through these people. Thank you for showing up today. Okay, so you said hello, you're in your, you responded that you would include me in your next video. Yeah, I just gave 2 weeks at my day job. Is there another alternative part-time work that you see me to focus on? Yes, absolutely. Thank you. So connecting in to you, Jasmine. Okay, so by giving in your 2 weeks notice, it is basically it's opened you up for really it's like I'm seeing kind of like a blank page so that you can create whatever it is that you're wanting to create. Now, if I remember, because in the state of mind I don't tend to remember, it's your breath work and stepping in and doing your alternative medicines and expressing yourself in your modalities. There is possibilities of working in a yoga studio and or picking up other work in what you really, really, really enjoy. There's also an opportunity to study or expand, and you might be curious about another modality or doing something else. So I'm seeing there's a probability or a possibility of you studying and working in, something that allows you. There's also an opportunity for you to start your own channel for yourself, and guiding people through their breathwork, or through yoga, or through any of your modalities as well. I see you also creating groups, working in a group setting in circle to support others, but this is just the beginning of your journey. So look at spaces that bring you joy, that you want to align with, and approach either the yoga studios, or meditation centers, or start to see if you can run your own lessons, your own workshops out there, and you'll start to meet the people that are in alignment. You're moving through stepping stones at the time, and they want to commend you on your bravery for taking this lunge as you step forward into help humanity, because what's happening is there are so many people that are becoming conscious that need, support, and some of us are just a little bit further ahead than others, and those that you are a little bit ahead, or you can help them. So this is where you're stepping into the space of service, or at least it's an opportunity for you to step into that space of service right now. So start aligning, start looking at those places around you that you feel comfortable in, that you can use what you're passionate about to support them and to support others. But I see this is going to start moving pretty quickly for you. Remain positive, because you are quite a positive person. But this is an incredible, beautiful shift for you, and a turning point in your life. Okay, I hope that that was supportive for you, Jasmine. Okay. Uh, Laura Sykes. Hi, Laura. Let's connect into you. Okay, connecting in. So, Laura, as I connect into your records, oh my goodness, you have so much going on in your head, so much pressure. Okay. There are so many opportunities for you that you're looking at. And I also, and I think there seems to be a theme in today's, is very much that career change that is coming in for you. And there's a possibility of expansion or something new. And this, a lot of the times, this sometimes means either a promotion or a shift, or an expansion of some sort. But yeah, there's a lot. They're asking you, try thinking in with your heart as well. I know things, it's beautiful, you're very, very logical, absolutely. And the balance of the creative and the logic needs to come in, because if one is too heavy on the one side, it doesn't allow the other to breathe. And it's hard to navigate that. So, for example, if you were to think of the heart as feminine and the mind as masculine, they coming in together is where we create a beautiful, environment. And these two need to merge. And sometimes it's a little bit scary in connecting in with that heart aspect of yours, but your gut instinct is absolutely powerful. You have always been intuitive in your life, not wanting to call it perhaps intuition, but you've always been guided. Trust your gut instinct. You know which direction to go in as well. And if you're not seeing something that you like, change your perspective. Ask yourself, how is this working for me? And how can I expand on this? And what do I really want to do? But you're absolutely in the space of expansion as well. And kind of like the message that came in from Alana is absolutely go in, be quiet, drop into your heart space. And instead of asking your mind the questions, ask your heart. And I run this process with a friend of mine, my business partner, Kelly Vass, for the Octopus Method, one of my other businesses. There's an exercise that we run for the heart, and it's really about grounding, centering, placing your hand on your heart and asking your heart, if your heart were to speak, what would it say? And then just sit for a moment and allow that answer to come to your mind. And then ask it again. If your heart could speak, what would it say? And keep asking it and keep going deeper and deeper into what your heart really, really wants. Because sometimes we get confused because we're look at or are conditioned to look at what things need to look like instead of what they could look like and what you want them to look like. And you do that with the creative aspect of the heart. So drop into your heart space and ask your heart, what is it that it is wanting? Okay. I hope that was supportive for you. Okay, so Alana, okay, Laura. Oh, Terry, so good to connect into your energy. Thank you. Jasmine, yes, it is about focusing on your healing business and your YouTube. Um, and then should I focus on other part-time work to increase my finances? My own, focus on your own healing business. Absolutely. Focus on if you volunteer at yoga studios and all sorts of places, you will start to do, especially through meditation, you will start to call people into your business. Focus on your business, because sometimes if you scatter yourself, the universe doesn't know where to provide the energy. So focus in on that. Don't be afraid. You've got this. Absolutely, you've got this. If we look at it from an Akashic perspective, those clients that are waiting for you, you've already got contracts with them. Okay, so let those trust. The creator's got your back. Don't worry about that. Okay, Master Light. Okay, very encouraging. Okay, great. Master Light, are you wanting a message as well? Let's just see if I haven't missed anyone that was there. Okay, I also have a list. I'm just trying to make sure that I grab everybody. So one of the people that requested a message was Kathy McPherson. So let me connect into you, Kathy. So as I connect into your records, Kathy, I feel there's a lot of pressure, a lot of tension, a little bit of anxiety sometimes. And they're asking you to release the pressure in the sense of sometimes you put yourself under the most pressure than anywhere else. So release the pressure from you. Give yourself the grace that you give other people. And the love and beauty that you give other people. It's all about facing that internally. And sometimes it's about just enjoying and being in the now. And then when you're in that now, usually which you're used to that, it's absolutely beautiful because you absolutely enjoy that 100%. They're also asking you to start connecting in and working with Kuan Yin once more and starting to share that knowledge and wisdom. The other thing is that they're saying is that absolutely, I'm picking up on the aspect of speaking Italian. Absolutely, it helps, but there's a lot of Italians that speak English that are ready for you to either start running a Huan Yin meditation as well, or doing something to allow that to open up your spirituality and that side. And I feel that could even be a couple of workshops for you to attend that you'll get to connect it to people. But there is an aspect of asking you to step in looking at whether it's volunteer work or whether it's, volunteering to do a meditation or not, or slowly, or do it in group. There is an aspect of community that is coming together. And don't worry, so many your Italian will come, and many people speak English at the same time. You're creating and you're attracting your tribe right now, and you needed this quiet time to go within, because this has been very healing for you in the last 2 years, and encouraging, because it's really helped you to step into your power, because the last 2 years that you have accomplished is not for the faint-hearted. So you need to give yourself the credit that you are due for stepping into your passion and into your purpose. Now it's about living your passion and living your purpose. And purpose doesn't need to be one way or another, but because we're always on purpose in one way or another, it's about living your passion and your excitement. So it's waking up in the morning and asking, what do I want to do today? What would excite me the most? Or asking what I need physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and then give yourself that. So enjoy that. Absolutely. You're in a space of expansion, and give yourself the love and grace that you give others. Okay. Lana Hill, let's connect in. Oh, I just need a bit of a. Okay. So as I connect into your records, Lana, I'm actually feeling it in my ears. And it's almost like my ears feel blocked, like I'm underwater. So there's an aspect of either not listening to something, or not wanting to know something, or feeling kind of like a little bit with your head under the water right now. But if you are head under the water, if I feel into it, the water, it's needing to surface. And they're asking you it's okay. Water is linked to emotions. So feel the feelings 100% and then let them go. Let them move on, learn from them, and move on, is the question that they're moving through. So there's also a little bit of now that I'm feeling it into my heart space, but it's on my right side. So it's either to do with career, or it's to do with the masculine side, the masculine energy. That is about, there's a little bit of grief that is there, or a little bit of a resentment, perhaps a little bit of grief that I'm feeling in there. And they're asking you really to let that go and move in the direction that you want to move in. It's sometimes you've seen something to its nth degree, and perhaps there's nothing else there that's there for you. And it's time to change the direction that you're wanting to go in. I'm also getting that, I'm not sure if you journal, if you write. Writing a book, journaling will absolutely support you in healing that, in moving through that, and moving from your head into your body. And that is another way of expressing yourself, is through either writing, or journaling, or any kind of creativity. And that part will help to release the emotions that you're holding onto, and whatever is stuck in your ears, and feeling a little bit underwater. So I hope that that was supportive to you. Hello, Stephen. I've got Breathe with Jasmine. Okay, so Anne Lang. Let's just see what's going on very quickly with you. So Anne. Yeah, I think the thing that brings this group together is the moving from our heads into our heart spaces. And it's really about allowing that flow of energy. And thinking in with your heart is of absolute importance right now, because we've denied the heart the desires, the wants, the needs. There's a lot of us that have suppressed these emotions or these thought processes because we believe that they're not in alignment. What will people think? And it's now time to drop into that heart space and really voice those desires, create those desires, experience those things that we've always wanted to and we haven't before. So that also brings us into that state of joy and into that state of excitement, and it shifts our energy completely in order to allow us to experience new things, but drop into your body and into your heart space. It's utmost important to be able to do that. Okay, okay, there's two more that I'm going to do. Mary is one of them. Can I ask, a bit confused about how to blend? So Mary's asking, I'm a bit confused about how to blend my surface personality with my essence, because I like how my essence flows and just knows and flows, but my personality continually gets stuck in the mirror of the feels and gets locked into the matter type level. I hardly even know what to ask. So just a message perhaps would be great. Okay, so let's connect into your records, Mary. So we're getting to the phase of releasing the masks that we wear in our various different places. So we will wear the mask for work. We will wear the mask as mothers, fathers, daughters. We will wear all these different types of masks, and we wear different masks depending on the different people that we are in. And it's getting to the time where we are really about becoming completely our essence, as you call it. And it's okay to have these material things that we work with, because remember, we are physical beings. We can't get away from matter. We're experienced this lifetime in this body, which is a body of matter. So it's really about learning to navigate this material world from a spiritual perspective, from a higher consciousness perspective as well. And sometimes it's not an either or. You can have and. We can have both. We have so many times been conditioned to limit ourselves into so many different things. You can either be spiritual or be successful. You can either be this or be a that. No, it can be all together in one. It's really, really aligning all of that and releasing the need to split from anything that is there. So they're asking you to find a way to have both, and to release the limiting beliefs around one or the other. It's about navigating this material world from a higher consciousness. And then it starts to open things up and become really so much fun and so much joy and so much more expansive. The more uniquely we are ourselves, authentically we are ourselves, the more we will draw towards us. Those that are in alignment and those that aren't will fall away. It's just not me making the people that fall away or that we fall away from mean something other than the energies are just not in alignment. And perhaps, the lessons have been learned and the opportunities have surfaced and they are complete to this moment, and they might come back later on, but for this moment, it's supportive for both parties. So I hope that message helps in the sense of completely living your essence as well. And yeah, I hope that is supportive for you. I've really enjoyed seeing all of you. I am logging off. It's been just a little bit over an hour, and I'm so grateful for all of you that have shown up to allow me to be of service and to support you, and those that watch this later on. I will be live next Tuesday at 4 p.m. UK time, and I will give as many messages as I can to support you all. I hope that is supportive. I also do one-on-one sessions. If you jump onto my website, I also run mentorships, and I also have a development membership where we do a lot of workshops. Thank you so much for your support. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your week, and I hope that this was supportive. Thank you so much for being you.